Well, I'm not ready, but I'm here. I've got a lot. I haven't got anything set up because I didn't know what I was going to play until about 30 seconds ago. So here I am. Just putting the steering wheel on my desk. Hope there's nothing else that I've missed or forgotten, but honestly, that's for later me to worry about. Let's screw this down. Yeah. Oh no, it's just dust. It's fine. There we go. That's sturdy enough. That'll do. Is it? Yeah, it's down. Is it? Yeah, it's plugged in. I didn't unplug it from yesterday. I just threw it on the floor. I do not have the space in my room for a steering wheel like this. I shouldn't have bought this, I'll be honest. For a number of reasons, but like, you know, the fact that it just doesn't fit in my... I haven't got anywhere to put it when I'm not using it. I can just about get away with having the pedals under my desk all the time, but the actual steering wheel itself gets in the way. Hi Hayla, it's me. I don't really know what the gratuitous part about that means, but thank you. Hail me. Bow down and praise be unto me. Turn down what's playing in my head. There we go. Then what else? What do I need to do? I need to bring OBS up. Let's be my drip. I'm gonna start wearing the robes of a priest. Like there's not like a pastor, not black with the little white tie thing on. I want to start wearing what there's like white and gold robes that you see Catholic priests wearing. They've got like golden ropes draped over them, and maybe like a little deacon's hat or something as well. Why do they get to wear such cool clothing? Why can't I, a member of the parish, wear such a nice outfit? They get away with wearing all they put fucking cloaks and shit on, and I have to sit here wearing whatever it is that I wear. We're definitely not a cult. It's not a cult. It's not a cult, it's a religion. There's a difference. Okay, I'm not exactly ready for the stream, given the fact that, you know, I was asking in Discord like 15 minutes ago what to do, because I have no idea, but you know, I'm here. I'm doing this. This is what I've decided to do. Yeah, this is secure to the desk, it's fine. Shake the desk. I probably shouldn't, something's gonna fall off. The tripod holding that light up is dangerously close to falling off. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing this today. This is what I've decided I'm gonna play. I've got no, I've got nothing planned. I'm not going to do these larger deliveries. They're shit. I'm not doing that. Let's... No, I don't want to go to Poland. I want to go somewhere fun. And Poland is not fun. Oh, I go all the way to Ireland. 84,000 euros to take guardrails to Ireland. That's like a whole stream thing to do, innit? Do I actually have the time to get... I'm going to set my destination to do that. We're going to go to Ireland. I haven't been to Ireland yet. But... let's see if I've actually got the time to get to pick up the I can fast travel to that town, I think. Hopefully. Nope, that's that again. Give me a sec. Oh wait. Oh no, it's fine. It doesn't affect anything. Last night I discovered I finally learned how to use on OBS. I learned that I can use my Nvidia card. I do. I learned I can use my Nvidia card to like cut myself out of the if I wanted to, I can remove the background of my webcam. So I could do that. It's a little bit fucky. It's not perfect. Like a green screen is seemingly always going to be better. But I'm not sure if I want to. I might try it out just to see what it's like. Because look, you can do this. Look at that. It's like, it's a little bit, you can see like as I swing around, it gets a bit fucky. And if I make it massive, you can see, I can like move my entire arm. Although you can see it kind of it gets masked out by the by the microphone. But if I if I bring the microphone here and hold it and then move it away, it kind of stays around and it kind of sees it, and eventually, and then it gets rid of it. Look. I also don't know why it picks up the chair. That's another thing. I don't really know why it has this. But you know, I can finally like do that. Like that's the entire webcam. Like if I turn it off, you can see everything. So I can actually like move around if I wanted to. I could put myself here in the middle on the steering wheel, and like it's great. It's great, but also shit at the same time because you can see it's actively trying to keep up with the with me moving. I did kind of wonder if having the green screen behind me would help it because it gives it a flat background to work on. But at that point, I might as well just use the green screen. But yeah, you can. It's. I don't know if I like it or not. I kind of much prefer just having a green screen because a green screen is just better. Slightly scuffed, it won't be spread without some scuff. That is true. That is true. And I did watch I watched a 1 hour long video last night about how people like scuffed things. On YouTube, people trust scuffed. YouTube and the internet. People don't trust things that are too clean. I did mute it. And I think that's what from now on I have to make it even more scuffed. I have to make it so scuffed that it becomes endearing. You know what I mean? Go forward. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I watched I got distracted. You know how sometimes you sat on YouTube and you see a video from someone that is very fast. You see a video from someone you've never seen before. Hi Maya. I don't need to look both ways because I'm endless bread. I have right of way. The Fact Fiend. I don't know who that is. But like you see a channel, you just see a random video that kind of captures your attention with a video that you've never really thought about, and that video, the video is asking a question, and you go, "Yeah, no, why is it like that?" And oh yeah, the Fact Fiend being the royal. Yes, that is true. Pure scuff. Hi Maya. I don't know if I said hi or not, but hello. Yes, we're going to deliver guardrails to the IRA. Well, that's where it's South Island, so I don't. No, that is because they're fighting for independence from the UK. Well, they're fighting to take Northern Ireland back. But yeah, so I saw a video by someone that I can't remember the name of, unfortunately. They're presumably, I would say presumably because it's oops, sorry, based on what I've seen, because I watched a couple of them this morning. They're very much they're an openly left-wing channel, just in case you were wondering. And I'm pretty certain I got recommended them because I watched H-Bomber Guy the other week. And but they did a video on why YouTubers hold the microphone now, which is a question that I've never asked, and I've never once gone, why are YouTubers holding a microphone now instead of, you know, having it on a stand? And it was a 1 hour long video. It was a 1 hour long video answering the question, why do YouTubers hold their microphone now? To to be fair, as much as I say that I've never thought about that question, I kind of have, because the one that he specifically mentions is, you know, people holding like the little lapel mics, those little ones that you clip onto yourself. You see a lot of people nowadays holding those, which he specifically brings up, being like, that is designed so that so you can't see it. You know, there's a microphone designed so people don't look at it. And we are in a position, and we're at a point in YouTube where people are actively holding them, being like, look at the microphone that I am holding. And basically, to boil down an hour's worth of video to, people on the internet like scuff. People on the internet, we as internet dwellers do not trust things that are overly clean and safe, you know. Like the sanitized stuff. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. But the thing is, he did argue that it was obviously, there has to be a little bit of pretentiousness to it, don't get me wrong. But even he seemed to admit that not everyone's doing it for that. Not everyone is holding onto the microphone being like, this makes it seem less professional. Most people are doing it because other people are doing it, you know. And when I don't always like to have the microphone in shot, but that is a personal preference to me. But whenever I've thought about doing videos where if I have to have a microphone, I've always gone, well, other people are holding the mic, so I probably will. Even though it very clearly, you can't see it because of it being pulled out, but even though it very clearly has a thing on it to attach it to a mic stand, I'm probably just gonna I just want to hold the microphone if I ever make a video where my whole intention is just to talk into the microphone. Oh, I need to go over here. But I do believe that YouTube, that people on the internet much prefer scuff over things being overly polished. I think that is true. Regardless of whether it's got anything to do with the microphone, I do think that people on the internet do like scuff. We do like things to be a little bit scuffed, a little bit rough around the edges. Because that's the whole point of the internet, is it's meant to be for everyone. And if you get too polished, you start looking a little bit too big for it. That's just a thought. Don't scream at me, which you might. You never know. You think there's Euro truck servers like GTRP? I mean, they kind of are. Because there's the not GTA. There's the Truckers MP mod. It's a mod. GTRP is a mod. On that, there's it's like an RP server. It's not, but it is. Because a lot of people will truck in it like they're actual truckers, but they don't talk to each other like they're on a radio necessarily. A single cop following me and ticketing me whenever I do anything stupid. It would definitely make him rich. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that in the mod. I say unfortunately. I think that's also pretty fortunate. It's pretty fortunate that that doesn't happen, because I would have no money immediately. Because on the multiplayer mod, there aren't any AI trucks and cars driving around. It's only other players. And so you don't get caught as often for speeding offences because you have to be caught by a speed camera. I like that truck that went past the timber turtle. I don't know why. There's just something fun about having a turtle with a buzzsaw for its shell. But you know, you get the closest thing. You get the closest thing to there being a policeman driving, breathing down your neck all the time. You have some like whiny little kid. I say little, it's usually the older generation that gets annoyed by it. You get some whiny guy who, you know, sees you turn by accident or slightly nudge into him, and he immediately presses his immediately presses his shadow play button, and it's like, well, that's going straight to the admin. That is. That's usually what goes on the multiplayer server. The fun thing is that it is like, if you play on the non-modded one, well, it's all a mod, but if you play on the version that is just the base game, you're driving around with like almost 3,000 other people sometimes, just around, and so you'll just be driving through like the middle of like Lithuania, and you won't see anyone for like 2 hours, until eventually just a random truck will come down the other way, and you'll honk at each other and never see each other again. Like, there's a few places like closer to the channel where you see a lot more players, but for the most part you don't see anyone in Truckers MP, and so that's why I'm playing on the regular game, is because there's cars and other things for me to crash into and sort of yell at. In the modded one, you can drive for an entire stream and not see a single person. Crossing 2 lanes of the highway exit, deadly move. Yeah, but to be fair, I did get punished for it there, because I did look, and again, the traffic offense, so I'm getting punished for it. I just refuse to learn. They made police cars Barber in GTA 5. You've just been fucking with people as a cop. Just what? Just run them off the road. Just crash into him, pit maneuver him. Into Serbia we go. The best, the positive, one of the best countries in Europe. I'll be honest, Serbia is. I don't know anything about Serbia, but I just, just in case, I still don't have concrete proof as to where Maya's from. So you may be Serbian, and if I just have to say every country is the best one, I'll get yours eventually. So we just have very questionable elections, and now the EU application is on hold. I thought they were in the EU. Never mind. I really don't know much about Serbia. I just kind of assumed they already were in the EU. Is Greece in the EU? They are, aren't they? I only say that because we're north of Greece currently, and I saw the North Macedonian flag and it made me think of Greece. What does it matter to me? I'm not. Yeah, but I like to know current affairs. Well, as long as they're not too deeply. I like to have a surface level knowledge of what's going on. Just so I can kind of like nod along when someone says something about it. I don't like to know too deeply, because the entire world is shit, and I am a nihilist and proud. And I think the world is awful, and I don't want to know what's going on in it. I like to sit in my little bubble playing Euro Truck and acting as if nothing's going on. I know I didn't just describe a nihilist. I understand that I wasn't trying to describe me. It was two separate thoughts, just in case you were wondering and going, hold on, you didn't describe a nihilist. Greece is also a euro. That's why Germans are so pissed at Greece's debt. Ah, okay. I knew they were full of debt. I just didn't know. I couldn't remember if it was a European country or not. But you see, knowing about Greece being in debt makes the world makes me sad. But if I sit here in my little bubble where I'm playing in a fictional version of Europe where there is no debt to Greece, or Greece owing debt to people. There we go. Oh, I pressed the pause button and flashbanged myself. Don't even know what the pause button is. I just keep pressing it somehow. Yeah, you know, the world's a place. The world's a place, and if you think about it for too long, you start to question whether or not you think the world should be a place or not. Yeah, my settings have saved. It's fine. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. I've accidentally created like a 30-minute long video from the first stream. Whenever making videos on this, like from things that, it's always the first video of something that I do is always the longest. Which you might be thinking, maybe there's a reason for that, and there is, but I refuse to accept that. And so I'm going to pretend like that's not important. But like I just kind of kept clicking through it, and it just kept getting longer and longer. And now it's about 30 minutes. It's not good. Well, it's between 20 and 30, and I'm not going to make it any longer than that. I don't know when I'm going to release it though. I need to make a title for it. I'm probably not going to go too crazy with the titling. I just need to make one. I also need to cut up one specific bit, which I'd been putting off. There's always little bits of the videos that I just kind of put off as long as possible until the very end. And then I'm like, oh, now I actually have to do that bit. A ridiculous clickbait title. I can't even think. That's the thing. I can't think even that. I was going to make a joking clickbait title, but I can't. I just cannot think of such a title that is absolutely horrendous. You found a new form of clickbait recently? Like what? I don't trust any YouTube thumbnail. I don't. Like the fact that I watched a video, like the video that I watched last night, which was why do YouTubers hold on to mics now? Like that, even that, I saw a thumbnail like that and went, that's clickbait. That has to be. There's no way that isn't a clickbait thumbnail. I don't trust anything from a YouTuber that isn't someone I'm already subscribed to. I do not trust anyone on the internet. Da, da, da. Your title was cut off at a questionable word, so he was curious what the rest of the title was. Okay. See, what, Maya, do you use your phone? Do you use your phone for that? The thing is, you say that you clicked the video, but YouTube doesn't just take clicks into account. Like, if you clicked on a video to know that, watched it for like 3 seconds, and then clicked off, YouTube would see that you did that and put that down as a negative thing and be like, this video ain't that good. The person who made it might see, oh, I got a view, that's impressive. But like, it doesn't really mean much. Like the what's it called video, that Sekiro video that I put out a while ago, me fighting the demon of hatred, that got like 200 and something views. But there was not much interaction with it, because I'm pretty certain that YouTube saw that people were clicking on it, not really doing it with it, and then leaving. What's a phone? Oh yeah, sorry, a mobile device. Sorry, are you a Zoomer? Do you not know what phones are? You have to say mobile device. My Android phone. But if you're on PC and you see a thumbnail that you don't know, or a title that you don't know the entire thing of, it gets cut off, sorry, you can hover your mouse over it and it'll tell you what the entire thing is. On the little, like, the thing, the pop-up that appears on your mouse when you hover over something, it tells you the entire title. Then you don't have to give random people views because you don't know what their title is. You've been role-playing a boomer a bit too well for me to explain you that. Don't worry, I think I've already got you down as being at least 96. 96 is the minimum age that I have for you. When I just kind of assumed that you were there to witness the extinction of the dinosaurs. Still driving my digital IRL truck stream. Would you take me for? What kind of money do you think I have to afford to do an IRL truck stream? I got everything I need right here to do a trucking stream. I got a steering wheel and I've got a truck. What more could I need? And I've got streaming software. I don't need to do an IRL truck stream. You can see me. Oh. You almost crashed the game doing that, Rex. Excuse me. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. I wondered if I could. Oh, oops, sorry. It's fine. Don't drink and drive. Don't worry. It's not alcoholic. It never says. Okay, so the no drinking and drive thing. You know, they never say that I can't, have a crisp, delicious Pepsi. They just say that I can't drink alcohol. I think I dropped one of my gate things. Oh, is that what that sound was? That was one of the handrails falling off. They use it. They use it, the handrail like a pole, and they're using it for pipe bombs. You think you're a better driver? You never drove a semi? Well, try it. Get yourself a truck. Get yourself a truck and drive it. Drive it through Serbia. If it ain't alcohol, who am I fooling? You're right. This is actually. I've got some Jack Daniels in here. You go ask your uncle. Have you got an uncle truck driver? I feel like everyone in the US knows a truck driver. That seems like something that a lot of people do in the US. Go. I think being a truck driver is it's a very American profession. I know that like every nation has trucks and drivers, but it just kind of feels like it's a very American thing. When I imagine a truck driver, I imagine, an American, maybe an overweight American with a hat on, with maybe like a stick in his mouth or some grass. One arm is really sunburnt, and he's just in a massive 18-wheeler, driving down the highway at 100 miles an hour. My car's for a DUI. You'll never take me alive. It's like I'm gonna drunkenly crash into a post. I'm gonna wrap this thing around a lamppost. Probably should have rested actually at one of those rest stops I went past. Beer eat. Hey, anyway, there is a legal limit. There is a limit to how much you can drink and drive. It doesn't say that you can't drink and drive at all, because otherwise they wouldn't have specified that there is a limit. So you can drink a little bit before drinking. There's a small amount that you can have. In fact, you can have like a pint, probably. You could probably have a pint of beer and then get behind the wheel, maybe. You'd get breathalyzed and they'd go, you probably shouldn't be driving, but legally you're in the clear. You can't be overweight a truck driver anymore, the government won't allow it. Oh, do you get fat taxed? Or do they just not let you? Can you have like, can you replace like your other seat with like a treadmill? It's probably it's probably a it's probably not a bad life being a truck driver in America. Because it's such a massive country. I imagine the same could be said about being like a European truck driver, or any obviously any larger area that you travel through. It's probably quite a fun, like just a nice experience, for the most part, until you know you accidentally run a woman over and then you've got to hide a body. But we don't talk about that part. Because you just spend all day, every day, just driving from one part of the country to the next. I know, like obviously you have government sanctioned break times, so it's not like you can't have a break. It's not like you're going to be working to the bone, like boiled down to the bone to deliver like, I don't know, used condoms from one side of the country to the next. You have to pull over at the side at a truck stop and eat horrible food, but still, you just, sorry, just don't mind me. Yep, you're alright. Sometimes chewing gum and mouthwash set off breathalyzers, so drink mouthwash. Alright. You've convinced me. I'm gonna start drinking mouthwash. I mean, if they're alcohol based, then they would, wouldn't they? Your uncle's making around 5k a month just city to city. See? It's like the perfect thing to do. Yeah, the truck itself may cost about 5k to run, but still. Hi, Hawk. I hope you're doing alright. Just leave it there, roadkill gets eaten by possums or something. That is true. With a lot of dead animals on the side of the road, you will just drive past them for a few days, or like walk past them depending on where you are, and then just one day they'll disappear. I did that with a badger. I was walking past a dead badger for a couple of days, and then one day I walked past like where it was just gone. I have not. What's going on here? What's going on? Doesn't seem to be anything down there. Why are you not moving? Yeah, you're not. Oh, there's been a bit of an incident. Hold on. There's been a... I'm adding to the incident. I've turned my windscreen wipers on as well. Where's the copper that's got me? It doesn't matter. Anyway, what's going on? What is happening here? Okay. Can I try and sneak around here? There we go. Well, that's something anyway. Let's just continue on our way. Don't have to worry about that. Don't worry, it's fine. We won't. Don't ask questions. Just keep it going. I think that's part of the mod. I think the mod messes. I think the pathfinding is a little bit broken for this mod. Trucking work hours can be grueling. Yeah, but you know, you get to look out the window, don't you? 10 out of 10 meh, how am I? I would say I'm a pretty similar meh. We're you know, we're breathing. It's now got my transportable rotary phones to deliver me entertainment. We do. That is something that truck drivers have. You just put that on the dashboard. Sometimes you get one with suction cups that you can put on there. I think phones should. What the fuck? Oh. I think phones should, like, have for the for your like thing, should have the rotary when you're dialing. Someone must have made that. Someone must have made like an app or something that turns your phone into, like, your number pad into a rotary phone. That's if no one has done that, that is a missed opportunity. If any of you are app developers, get on that, because you could make a killing with that. Who doesn't want a novelty rotary phone? You should have instant police siren whenever I do something illegal or dangerous. That's not going to stop me. Hey, I need to make sure that I keep looking at chat. This entire stream would be illegal because technically I'm a distracted driver because I'm streaming. I think streaming while driving is illegal because it's like you're a distracted driver. There's been several people who have died or gotten into car crashes because they've been streaming. Well, while driving, not just streaming in general. I'm not going to die to a car crash sat here right now streaming, probably, unless someone was going really fucking fast. Someone would have to be going very fast to be able to kill me in a car accident right now. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him try. No, I wouldn't, because they'd have to go through, like, the entire front of the house. That's a plane crash then. That's different. I could very easily get killed by a plane accident. Like, an engine could fall off of a plane as it's flying nearby to my house. But it'd have to be pretty far away, just, you know, how physics work. But that's not impossible. Unlikely, but not impossible. But also not a car crash. I'm on the ground or first floor? First. Oh, Vilco. R.I.P. Wilco. Come on. Everyone's favorite store to get any kind of DIY or otherwise, or just general home goods. It's gone. Can't get home goods anymore in the UK. It's unfortunate. What about a train car crash? Now you're just bending the rules. That doesn't count because it's still part of a train. You can't just look for anything that has car, because at that point you could say bumper car crash. But if I died at a fairground due to getting rammed to death by some toddler in a bumper car, you wouldn't say I died in a car accident. You need a ramp to you need a ramp. It sounds fun. You're in. Good. Here's my address. Just go on. Just make your way to me in the fastest car you've got. What do you mean you would? You absolutely would. No, you wouldn't. That's not how it works. You would just say he died in a carnival accident, probably. My guy's getting very tired. I need to find a place for him to rest. The annoying thing is that the places to rest are few and far between. Okay, so I think something just came through the door for me. So my mum called up to me and I was trying to listen to see if she was sprinting up the stairs full pelt to try and launch it at my head. Well, those Monty Python funerals where you're trying to crack jokes not to cry. Yeah, through the door. Mom crashed. Yeah, she's it's like a car crash, but no, it's just my mom sprinting at me at full pelt. I mean, in the UK, so I know that it didn't. I know it didn't get posted through the door because it wouldn't. It's not that. I mean, it's not that big of a parcel, but I know my mum went to answer. I could hear my mum answering the door, so I assume she just took it off the guy. But you know, in the UK, Maya, we have you have like little letterboxes on the front of everyone's house. Oh wait, I could have rested here, couldn't I? Can I still rest? I could perform an illegal U-turn. Is this gonna count? Yeah, there we go, look. Nicely done. Delivering spear. Yeah, I do. I often order medieval weaponry. Okay. Actually, I think it'd be more of a halberd if it was medieval weaponry. I don't know if they were really using spears as much during the medieval era. They may have not been refined enough for the knights in shining armor. Nah, it would have been. The whole point of a spear is that it's effective and easy to train with, so you can just give it to people. Oh, like the WWE spear. Just clothesline me. I've got this. She climbs through the hole to the attic and dives down on me. Like I think it's a Hell in the Cell match. Oh, I had the Hell in the Cell toy when I was younger. I didn't even like wrestling. I wasn't into wrestling as a child. I've never once seen a wrestling match. But at some point during my childhood, I got a friend who did like wrestling, and he had wrestling toys, and that made me want wrestling toys. And so one Christmas, I got the Hell in the Cell toy. Oh. Stop slowing down so much. Slow down later. I think I had like a Rey Mysterio toy and maybe a John Cena toy. It could have also had like an Undertaker toy. I don't know. I don't know any wrestlers even back then. I just wanted to fit in. I know the spear and the clothesline are two different things, but I don't know what the spear was, and so I was referencing something that I did know. You know, it's about improvising, adapting, and overcoming. Yeah, you watched wrestling as a kid. You didn't get pay-per-view in your country, so you lacked the most important storylines. I didn't even know there were storylines until much later on in my life. I genuinely knew nothing about wrestling until. I mean, I still don't. But I didn't know that. I knew it was scripted because there was the whole like, oh, wrestling's fake and things like that. People would always like to spout that to make themselves sound, you know, more refined. And it's like, dude, you're 12 years old. What, fucking just have fun with it, you know. But I never knew that it was like storylines, and it was actually. I just thought it was like big greased up men throwing each other around. Couldn't I have taken a boat from Greece straight to Ireland? I don't know. Have a look. No. I could have gotten a boat from one of these countries, which are, I don't know. I could have got a boat from around here to Italy, then driven across Italy to Naples, to then get a boat to Barcelona, to then drive up to Santander, and then get a boat up to Plymouth, and then drive up to Fishguard, and then to Wexford, and then up to Galway. Or I could have gone from Barcelona and driven all the way up here to whatever there is, and then drive and then boat to Wexford. It's not in the spirit of things, though, is it? It's not in the spirit of things. This is Euro Truck Simulator, and not, as you just said, Euro Ferry Simulator. This is Euro Truck Simulator. If I wanted a ferry simulator, I would be playing Ferry Simulator. I don't know if there is a ferry simulator, but, you know, maybe like Port Authority sim. You know, I'd be watching the shipping forecast. I don't even know what the shipping forecast is. People say it as a joke. It's like, oh, if you wake up too early in the morning, you see the shipping forecast. I got no idea what a shipping forecast is. Apparently it's boring, and that's it. And you watch it early in the morning. No idea. No one's ever said what a shipping forecast is, and why there are so many people out there who need to know what the shipping forecast is. I imagine there's not that many people out there who need to know about the shipping forecast, and the people who do need to know about shipping forecasts probably are the people making the shipping forecast. Unless the shipping forecast is actually something from, you know, weeb culture, and it's people being like, oh yeah, actually, I shipped this character and this character together. This year we've got quite a solid collection of characters, and shipping is going strong. I ship Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen with Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock. That's my ship. That's my OTP. I'm a big in recent news, there's shipping. People are starting to ship Rika from Chunibyo with Ash Ketchum for some reason. You know, out of nowhere, Brock and Sasuke has just gotten really big. That's the kind of shipping forecast I want. It means I never woke up. That is true. I mean, I never did. Even when I was at school, I'd wake up as late as possible. I'd wake up like maybe 40 minutes before school starts. I'd wake up, I'd eat breakfast, well, I'd get dressed, I'd eat breakfast, I'd brush my teeth, and then be out the door. Like there was no space anywhere for me to do anything. I pushed it to the line, and I did that for my entire time at school. And when I say I'd wake up, I mean my dad would wake me up. My dad would wake me up saying that the breakfast is ready, or that it will be soon. The shipping forecast is a BBC radio broadcast of weather reports and forecasts for the seas around the British Isles. It is produced by the Met Office and broadcasted by BBC Radio 4 on behalf of Maritime and Coast Guard Agency. The forecast dates back over 150 years. Thank you. You're like a Pokédex. Shooting forecast. No, well, no. The thing is, you were saying it was a forecast would be telling you what's going to happen. It would be a prediction as to how it's going to go. But yeah, that's the shipping port forecast. It's like no one needs to know that. Just have all the ships. All the ships have like transponders and things. Just have them all like plotted on a GPS map. And you don't have to worry about it. It's probably less and less of a thing nowadays. You've only eaten beans, are we smooth sailing? 0% chance to die from a brain aneurysm. I would say that the chance is never 0. I think it's that you round down to 0, but it's never 0. I would imagine that the likelihood of dying to an aneurysm at any given moment is much higher than 0%. Like, I would imagine that it's a scarily high percentage. But like, not saying that it's like 50%, because people would be dropping like flies. But I mean, like, if there is a 1% chance at any given moment that you could die from an aneurysm, that's pretty scary. The forecast for today shows a lot of gale warnings. That is, it would be. I would be afraid of that if I lived on like a canal barge. I could become the first streamer to stream from like a canal boat traveling across the English Channel. I don't even know if you're legally allowed to do that. I know that during the evacuation at Dunkirk, I think that's what it was. Like, anyone who owned any kind of boat was like told, go sail to Dunkirk and pull out our troops. Was it Dunkirk? I don't know if it was. No, it wouldn't have been Dunkirk. Where was it? Where was the place that Britain and our allies pulled out of during World War II and then came back for D-Day? I mean, they didn't go back to the same place. They pulled out of there, and then later on, they attacked in D-Day. I can't remember where that was. All I remember is that if like you'd get people in like canal boats just sailing the English Channel, like dodging German warships and mines to pull people to pull troops out of Europe, out of France. But anyway, I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming from a canal boat. Da 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 da. Rosie and Jim, and they all. Yeah, that was an old like puppet show, an old TV show for children containing puppets called Rosie and Jim that I think took place on a canal barge. I'm using barge and boat interchangeably. I don't know if there is a difference. Da, 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 da. All I know is that some people might call them a longboat because they are long. And people live on them for some reason, and I don't know why. Because you're very limited by where you can go on a canal boat. Like, you can only go up the canals, and there aren't actually that many canals in the UK anymore. Like, they're still around, but they're not as there's not as much upkeep to them because we're no longer using them for business or industry. They were a big thing during the Industrial Revolution, or maybe just maybe before the Industrial Revolution, but they were a big thing. And then we invented trains, and we're like, we don't need this anymore. just use a train. And then we invented trucks, and we were like, well, we don't even need that anymore. Oh, baby, she's got it. Anything interesting behind? Nope. Oh, sorry. Just looking out the window. I do like that you can, as you turn the camera like to the left, it does look out the window. And like it does, the audio changes to simulate you actually putting your head out the window. It's a nice little touch. They didn't have to do that. They could have just left it like there. Or had it so your head just turns around in its chair, but no. It's very useful. It serves its use. I wish it did it the other way and you had an extendable neck that looks out the other side. It'd be very disorientating. Like that image of a soft-shelled turtle that I saw the other day. Da, 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 da. What's going on here? Just another fucking toll gate. Come on, slow down. Slow! I don't know if, I don't I don't know if it's normal for like a brake to do this, but wait, can I go? Can I scoot through here? No, I can't because it's got a little red X on it. So as someone as I've never driven a car before, I don't actually know what it feels like to sit in a driver's seat and drive. And so there's not much on the pedals that I've got. On the pedals that I've got, the brake is very much, there's not much to it. It kind of just goes, it goes a very short distance and then stops. And I don't know if that's what a brake actually does. Is that what braking does? That the brake doesn't actually go all the way back, or it is just very shallow? Because it kind of, there's not really, I can't really ease the brake on very well. It is. Okay, that's fine then. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything broken with this. I guess it was working like the brake, so it was not like it was a case of it wasn't going all the way in and I was worried because I wasn't braking properly. I was braking, I just didn't know if it was meant to. I think I like the idea of driving. I just don't know if I want to. I just don't know when I want to learn. Because it sometimes when I'm sat here just doing nothing, I just get the urge to want to go somewhere. Or if I'm out and about wandering around, sometimes you get that random feeling of motivation that you get. Some people feel it at 2 in the morning. I also do that, but I feel it as well when I'm just wandering around outside. If I'm wandering around and maybe it's a nice day and I find like a bench to sit on, then I get that feeling of I could learn to drive and then I could drive all these other places and just go on little adventures. And I get that feeling occasionally. Like it would be nice to just find places to go, but I don't. I didn't have any. I don't know how I was going to end that sentence because I forgot how it started. What happens if I press the clutch right now? Nothing, because I don't have one. I just wondered what happened. You can push it in half as much as the clutch goes, but it's dangerous. You don't want to be slamming on the brakes as hard as you can, as far as I'm aware. Every time I've done that, nothing good has come from it. I was when I was playing Forza Motorsports the other day, I'd forget to brake, and so I'd brake last minute, and then like the steering would lock up, and it's like, oh no. But yeah, I got no idea how to use like a clutch and a gear stick. I say it every stream. I know I say that, but the more I think about the idea of using a manual car, the less it makes sense to me. The more I'm just like, just fucking, we have technology. We don't need to learn manual anymore. There we go. And the more steps to it, like my friend was trying to explain to me how clutches work. It's like, well, you can't be accelerating while you got to make sure you put the clutch in. You got to wait for it to do the. You got to wait till you feel the bite. Then you've got to change gear or whatever. You got to make sure you're not accelerating when you're turning the car on. Like when you're going from like stationary into like first, you have to make sure that you're not doing this, that, and the other. Otherwise, the car stalls, and you've got to then like restart it and start again. And it's like, just why can't I not just press that? Just put your foot down. The idea of changing gear does sound fun. I'll be honest. Like when you say it's when I see people like doing the whole like gear stick going chung chung chung. It seems fun, but it just seems much more convenient to just put your foot down and go. Like I'm playing Mario Kart. Da 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 da. I'm also starting because I know that this is just back on the braking thing. I'm currently using one foot to brake and accelerate because that's what you're meant to do. But if I was left to my own devices, I would use one foot for either. I think I use my left for the braking and my right for for accelerating. As far as everything that I've been told is that you don't do that. But I know that if I was learning to drive, I would definitely do that, and so I'm using Euro Truck to break that habit. Although I still use both feet in Forza, but that's because I think you need more. I need more speed on braking there. I can get away with a little bit of what's going on here? I can get away with a bit of a delay in braking and accelerating in this. Oh, what's going on? Where's he go? What's he doing? You going? Everything all right? Yeah, it looks like it. Good, good. But no, it just seems... It seems engaging. Manual driving seems like it would be engaging. Like it, but I don't think... I personally think that if I'm driving, I don't need it to be engaging. Maybe I do, but I think that I'm far too easily distracted just in my day-to-day life for me to be sat there trying to focus on the road and changing gears, at least early on. I understand that eventually gear changing and gear shifting does become more of a second habit. Second nature, sorry. It's like when my obviously I haven't learned to drive, so I've only got my friend's experience to go on. And he says that he very quickly, when he first started, he was terrified of that. The idea that there's so much to do when you're driving a car. You've got to check your wing mirrors. You've got to constantly be checking what's going on the front of the road. You've got to check what's going on the side of the road. You got to check what, how fast you're going, things like that. All these things that you've got to keep a track of. But then, like, just the other day, I can't remember what we were doing. Oh no, we were playing this. And just driving around, and he was like he was mentioning how he is now just instinctively checking his wing mirrors, even in game. Like it has slowly just become more of a second nature to him, which I think is the general idea of driving, is that it just becomes something that you do. It's not really something that you have to think about. Da, 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 da. Slow down a little bit. I don't know what that helicopter's doing over there. Just sort of loitering around. I made it sound horrifying. I know it's not that. I know it's not that complicated, but it is still. It's still. Just it's things that you can especially if you haven't done it before, you can very easily get overwhelmed by it. Just like the sheer number of stuff that you have to suddenly start thinking about. Imagine driving a piece of shit cab over a truck. What? This is my beautiful little perfect truck. What are you on about? This is perfect. Don't be mean to my truck. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Look at it. It's secondhand, so it's not the best, but I love it. Kind of. I don't know what the fuck a cab over is. I'm sorry I don't come from... I'm sorry I'm not someone who drives all the way across America every day. And you've got like one of those ones that's like so long it can fucking... I don't know, kill a hippo. It's got a flat front like a pug. Look at it. It's like a pug truck. Just think about just you know, also, yeah, just think about how the engine must be vibrating on this guy's arse right now. Just think about how good that must feel. Da 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 da. I would assume that cab over means that you sit on top of the engine, as opposed to the traditional American ones that do have the long little snouts to them that have the engine in. Cab is the cab style. The classic style is long nose, which is your Kenworth W900s, and the Peterbilt 389s. Oh, tally ho! They're very posh sounding. Ah yes, what's your name? I'm Kenworth Peterbilt. I'm the heir to the Peterbilt fortune. The biggest construction company in this side of the Midwest. My truck is perfectly fine for driving through Europe. Due to our length limit, yeah, because we don't... It's probably because we don't need a truck that's, like, longer than 17 school buses. Our trucks, it's like, it's perfect, it's perfectly usable. It gets us from A to B. Da, 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 da. Peterbilt. Ah, okay. It's just one guy named Peter that's building them all. Or it's from a factory where everyone has to be called Peter. If it's not built by Peter, it cannot legally be called a Peterbilt. What, you crazy little driver? It has to go to a different factory and be stamped as like a Derek build. Is that the actual reason? What? Well, I assume that it's built by... It's not... Everyone who builds it is called Peter. I assume that isn't the reason. Oops. And that... But the plate that was originally built by someone called Peter. I would believe that. I believe that originally it was built by Peter, but I will not... I almost refuse to believe that it's still being built by Peter. It is. I need to rename myself to... But yeah, you do. That'd be unfortunate, but that's cool. It'd be unfortunate to have to be like, oh yeah, my dream job is to build... Well, Peter builds. Or Peter built. Length regulations of the US apply to just the trailer unless otherwise stated. The length regs in Europe apply to the entire unit. I still don't believe that it's even that I did believe that. That isn't something that made me made me go, you know, that sounds stupid. That sounds like something that the EU would do. what I'm saying is that I don't think it really matters. In that I don't think we need trucks as long as whatever's going on in America. I would imagine that a truck like this actually gives you a much better view of the road, considering that you go up right up to the front of it as opposed to being behind the long snoot. Oh baby, she's got it. Now she can get a droop snoot variant. So what do you mean speeding offense? Stop having speed limits then. Stop making it so fun to just hold down the pedal. If you didn't want me to go that fast, you wouldn't have programmed the car to go that fast, just in general. I thought that little city that you could see on the sat nav, I thought that said Lebanon for a second there. I'm sorry, I'm going to Ireland, how am I in Lebanon? Go 400 kilometers an hour. I don't think I can get that fast. This truck probably could just about make it to, like, maybe not 900. There's no way this truck could get to 900. This truck could probably maybe just about reach, like, 93. Da 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 da. Cars have less visibility in front of them, which is why school buses have that little stick that forces kids to walk into line of sight of the bus driver. I don't know what that is referencing. We don't have school buses in the UK. Da, 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 da. I haven't got the room to go full speed here. We're gonna have to take we've got to do a toll thing. A toll booth. Okay. I think it is... Oh, I could have gone through that one on the side that allows me to just blast through. So never mind. Oops, I've crashed into something. What have I crashed into? I've crashed into the barrier. Wait, am I not meant to go through here? That's the fucking... Does it not want me going through? That's fucking cars. It don't want me in there, does it? No, that's too thin. I mean, I'm an idiot. Trailer damage? Well, don't fucking come this close to me then if you don't want to get fucking hit. There we go. It's not my fault that they had little green arrows. Yeah, Beery. Go on. There we go. Oh, what you fucking done? Can't take you anywhere, can I? Okay. There we go, straighten it out. Good. There we go. There we go. I'm going to need to rest in a second. I could have done that there. There's also other big differences. Hours of service, road networks, maneuvering space. Yes. Generally, European roads, you know, on eight lanes wide on both sides. And that cities are generally smaller, like they're closer together. Every buildings and everything are much closer together in the EU, or just in Europe as a whole, on the European continent. So it's much easier to navigate a truck like this around a European city than it would be for, you know, an American 18-wheeler. Yeah, see if I can max the speed out on this. Maybe I can't go faster than 82. If I've got if I didn't have the trailer on the back, oh, going up to 83. If I didn't have the trailer on the back, I'd be able to go. I'd have much better acceleration. 88, 89. There's gonna be a speed camera around here, isn't there? There always is with these things. 90. Okay, it seems like 90 might be my limit. Although I am turning, so that's going to do something to it. Alright, let's slow down to go through here. Okay. Oh, I can just book it through here. Book. Toll paid. Good, good. I hope that was the toll paid and not also a fine that I just got. I haven't got, I'm not made of money. Go on, Halo. Speak your piece. Say it, speak now or forever hold thine tongue. I might become an ordained minister. If I'm still live when Neuro's subathon starts, you're gonna abandon me. That's understandable. I don't know who. Oh wait, that's fucking Neuro-chan. You're a simp for an AI. I think that's what that is. I don't know. I don't watch that kind of stuff. Bobtail, I took that trailer and basically a giant four-wheeler. Oh, I thought I was thinking I crashed into someone. Vehicle that has led 18 that wait, has led less than 18 wheels, not an ATV. Nah, I treat this like an ATV. Even then, even when there are only 3 letters, I still didn't pronounce the T for some reason. There was only 3 letters for me to pronounce, and I still didn't. Hi, Salty. Oh wait, no, it'd be a little bit further down with these coaches. Here we go. There. Oh, back a little bit. I've already forgotten what I did to be called an imbecile, I'll be honest. Well, now I can't see a bloody thing. Turn the lights on, there we go. I think I said hi, Salty, but I've said it again now, just in case I didn't. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. I don't know many lyrics to many songs, I'll be honest. I usually know like the title lyric and that's about it. I didn't say it the first time. Well, I've said it the second time. Oh. So I was readjusting how I was sitting. I'm sitting on one of my feet. I feel weird when I'm not sat on one of my feet. I don't know why. Not like it's going straight up my arse kind of sitting on my feet. That it's just underneath my thigh. Can you go a little bit faster, please? Why is it not going? Am I going uphill? I think I'm going uphill. I think that's why. Yeah, I am. Yeah, right, so are you doing good enough? Good or good enough? Ooh. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. Just clearing notifications. I can't wait to get on the road. I don't know if Neurological Chan has started their subathon. That is the AI VTuber in it, I think. I don't understand the appeal of it. It's the same with a lot of VTubers, really, but I don't understand the appeal of that specifically. It's like, just watch anime if you want to experience an anime character. Well, actually, no. I'm thinking. I think I'm thinking it more like the people that probably put on an act. I think if you've just got it, if you've got that, if you have a VTuber model, it might be more that if it's just you have it as opposed to instead of a webcam, I don't think that's as bad. And it's the people that might like put on a different voice and things. The stereotypical, like, you know, bait character. Of the streamers you've watched play Truck Sim, I'm one of the least shits. Oop. I've played Truck Sim a fair amount. I'm not like, I didn't start playing it on stream. I've played it a fair amount prior to that. I think if I was actually, if I was trying, like if I was actually sat here, if I wasn't splitting my attention across two things, I don't think I would be as bad. For the most part, I'm not trying to stay in my lane. I'm just driving. I'm just holding down the accelerate button and going. Not button, it's a pedal, but, you know. Do it for real? No, because then I'd actually have to, you know, prove that I wasn't lying. Because, you know, I was telling half truths. Da 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 da. I got the do a flip. Yeah, stay within the lines, stay within the law, but do a flip. Da 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 da. I should get one of those like huge setups that's like massive and allows me to have like 6 monitors. Oh wait, it's telling me I'm in Germany with a half-arsed flag. I know it's the Pro Mods logo, but still, it just looks like they went into like paint and just drew a shape and was like, yeah, that'll do, and then put a flag inside it. You should use your weekly kebab allowance. It's only Tuesday though. You say weekly, but it is only Tuesday. What if you want one later on down the week? What if you need one on like Wednesday or Thursday to get you through the rest of the week? On the road again. See, I'm drifting in and out the lines a little bit, but I am trying. At least slightly. It's because I can't see, can't see very well. I can't see what's in the other, in this wing mirror here. And I also can't, I'm struggling to straighten the truck out, so I can't just like let go of this, like just leave it and going in a straight line. Oops. I don't know why the engine's turning off. I haven't done that much damage to my truck, I don't think. A bit too fast there. Never mind. Very. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I've been trying to convince myself over the past couple of days to like order some food to eat. I have eaten. That isn't me saying that I've been trying to convince myself to order something to eat and I haven't eaten yet. I've been trying to convince myself that I want to spend money to order food. And I've yet to do it. I'm not sure if I just want to wait until my birthday and then, you know, just do it then. It's in about 2 weeks, I think. Well, actually, it's less than 2 weeks, thinking about it. It's also going to have to be a, if I want to stream on my birthday, which I kind of do, it's going to have to be a an exceedingly rare weekend stream. I probably won't drink on my birthday, I'll be honest. I don't really like... First of all, I don't like the idea of drinking. Second of all, I don't really like the idea of drinking from 3 in the afternoon. And, third of all, that means that I'd have to obtain alcohol, and I don't really want to. I haven't asked for any for Christmas, so the likelihood is I'm not going to get any from anyone. I've got a birthday pass. That's fine. You know, that I could use that to get past the 3 o'clock thing, but I still don't like drinking personally. What? So am I waiting for something to see? What's going on? Oh, slow it down. I'll just let it leave off for a second. Get some Hawkstone Lager and tell you how it is. I just wanted to put it out there. Fair enough. But no, I don't like alcohol in general. I drink a little bit here and there. Like, I don't know where it is. It's on my... It's down here somewhere. Like... Oh, my leg's getting tangled. Give me a sec. So I've got this like bottle of Jack Daniels here. Yeah. And you can see... Probably. Oh, it's going to get dissipated in the thing. You can see how much is left in there. I got this bottle last Christmas. And the majority of the majority of what I drank here, I drank like shortly after Christmas. I don't like drinking or alcohol. I do, like I said, I do occasionally, but just not... I occasionally do it, but I don't really like doing it too often. But we'll see. Well, I'll see what I do. I don't know what I'm going to do on my birthday, I'll be honest. It also depends if I can stream. The likelihood is I will be able to, but you never know. We'll have to see what happens. You're currently playing bingo with nicknames your second year trainee gives you. What do they change? Do they just call you by whatever comes into their mind when they see you? Because they never learnt what your name is, so they just keep calling you something different and hoping that you tell them your name at some point. Mr. Sir, her precious, her teddy bear, and today she called you her king. That's escalating. That's escalating. You might want to tell someone about that. That's starting to escalate worryingly. Do something that makes her hate you. Do something like really horrible. That is true. He's telling me about it. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. I don't have I don't have the ability to deal with that. I am not the HR department. Not with that attitude. I'm not gonna drive to. I'm not gonna fly and then walk all the way to Germany to shout at someone. She's a bit too touchy for your liking. Well, fucking touch her back, but with a lot of force to the back of the head. Ugh. It's not very nice, to be honest. It's not. I'm not. It's not like. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know how I drank so much of it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put this over here. I don't want to drink that. That's not. No. I don't like whiskey. The thing is, I know that it's not a, like, it's a mass-produced alcohol. It's meant for people to drink to get drunk off. If you're drinking Jack Daniels because you think it's the peak of whiskey, there's something wrong with you. My dad's got a bit of a whiskey collection downstairs. And he's got, he for a time, would be like, oh yeah, I just bought this whiskey. And he's like, oh, he's trying to explain to me, it's like, alright, so it came from the depths of Siberia, and it's got an oaky musk to it, and oh, it's got hints of raisin and things, and it's like, what the and I drink it, and it's like I'm drinking actual fire. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, I drank it raw. I drank it raw, uncensored and uncut. Da 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 da. I'm not drinking it for pleasure. I'm drinking it for a kick. You know what I mean? Rawr. Ooh, I'm drinking whiskey des. Notices your Jackie Wacky. I mean, I'm kind of drinking, you know, Jack and Coke. Just, I'm mixing them inside me. Asterisk XD, asterisk. Ooh. I couldn't help noticing your bulge from across the floor. I couldn't help noticing your bulge from across the street. I've been looking at you through my itty bitty tiny telescope through your tiny little windows. Oops, sorry, I'm drunk. I've got a Coke Spike here. No, there's enough. I'm not drinking any more of that because I'll hate it. I mean, I already do. I don't want to. I don't like the feeling of being drunk, but I don't like. I will get a headache if I drink it. Like even from relatively small amounts of alcohol, I wouldn't say hungover necessarily, but I do get a headache, which is a hangover, but you know what I mean. I'm not reading those lyrics out loud. There's too much. It's too much for even me. I'm not gonna chug it. I'm not chugging the rest of that whiskey. I will die. Like, not like, it's not like it's a lot, but there's not a lot to me. I'm a very lightweight person. I can't drink much without struggling with it. You've already, I mean, you see how I feel when I'm not, like, how I act when I'm not drunk. Maybe I've got one of those. Maybe I've got that disease that, like, ferments everything in my stomach and makes it so I'm permanently drunk. You've been writing porn for as long as you have, you get pretty thick-skinned. Yeah, I've got nothing against saying those things. I just don't want to give you the gratitude of hearing me say them. Where do these cars keep coming from? Unhealthy peer pressure to get shit-faced. It's not gonna work though. I know that I don't like drinking, and so I'm not gonna do it. This isn't a case of like, oh, I don't really like doing it, but if you pressure me to, I will. No, I don't like doing it, so I'm not going to. Because I know that I will feel horrible from doing it. And I won't gain anything. Sorry. Just like a karaoke stream. Yeah, but that would be even more embarrassing. The problem with a karaoke stream. So here's one of several reasons why I don't want to do a karaoke stream. And that is that if I did, well, it would be embarrassing for me to do it in the house, because then, like, my parents would be able to hear me, and, like, that's not how I portray myself. Or I'm not. My parents don't see me as that kind of outgoing person, and so it'd be embarrassing. I wouldn't be able to do it in the house with my parents around, because I'd be too self-conscious about hearing that, about them hearing it. Sorry. And so things like a karaoke stream. Sorry, I'm drunk. Things like a karaoke stream is something that I wouldn't be able to do because I'm too self-conscious about people around me hearing. Your Christmas tree is fully erect. That's hot, that is. We don't even have a Christmas tree in our house. You probably wouldn't, apart from like the wrapping paper and the occasional gift hanging around the house, you probably wouldn't even know it's Christmas in my house. If I take another sip, you'll take one. Yeah, but aren't you at work, Siggy? I'm not going to take another sip. I'm not going to do that. You just got off, I see. No. I just did like half a shot of whiskey. It's not that much, really. I don't know how much one decently sized sip is. I've never taken a shot because I've never owned a shot glass. So I assume that what I drank was probably around half a shot. Whiskey also begins to hurt my stomach a little bit if I drink too much of it. It's not very good for me. It probably also doesn't help that I haven't had much to eat today. I had some Weetabix before the stream, and that was it. I could also count like the single little block of dairy milk chocolate that I had, because that came out my advent calendar, but that doesn't really count. Look at this. I'm in full control. Haven't I drink it? That's the thing. I don't know if I want to get. I don't know if I actually want to get used to it. I don't think that I want to get used to drinking. to the point where it's like, oh yeah, no, I don't feel shit. Doing it, like I say, occasionally it's not that bad. And my dad occasionally buys some pretty weak, like, what is the fact? It's just an alco pop. Like, I don't know if alco pop is a term that the rest of the world has, but it's just, you know, not very alcoholic and is sweet. My dad occasionally buys some of those for me, and I'll drink like one of those, but I'll start drinking one at like 7, and I won't finish it until around 12. And it's like, it's only like this much. Oh, the glass disappears. Here. It's only this much. This isn't one, this is a J2O. This is just... This is just fruit juice, but... It'd be like that much, and it'll take me an entire evening to drink. I'll be honest, that smaller, I can feel that small amount of whiskey. It's not like a huge amount, but I could definitely tell there is a very slight difference. It's a very, very... I'm not going to sit here and say I'm drunk. That would be stupid. You know? I'm almost 25, I think. It would be stupid of me to sit here and say I'm drunk after one sip of whiskey. I think I'm 25. I can't remember. I don't actually know. Every time someone asks how old I am, I always just go, I don't know. Oops, sorry, boss. I'm a little bit drunk. A long time ago, when I first started streaming, I did consider like doing it, just like to get over my crippling social anxiety and fears of streaming. I did consider drinking before streams. Not a lot, just like a little sip here and there. That sounds like a slippery slope into making my life horrible. I'm not doing that. Yeah, driving's fun now. Driving's much more fun when I occasionally go very mildly dizzy. There's a police officer behind me. I'm gonna spit out my window and he can breathalyze that. Sorry. That's his fault for driving at full speed down the motorway. I'm earning a lot of money from this trip, so I can afford to smash up the contents a little bit. I'm getting like 84,000 euros. What do you think the police would do if I was driving down, driving down the motorway and they looked across into my car and I was just necking an entire bottle of Jack Daniels? I feel like they wouldn't even arrest me because they would just be frightened by my power. You know how there's a point where you do something so illegal that people aren't going to try and catch you for it because it's just too illegal, and they'd go, that it's just impressive. Yeah, they'd ask for a sip. See, they don't have guns, so they can't gun me down. They'd turn their sirens on and chase after me, but what then? Like, what they're gonna do once they catch me? I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels. They don't. What's the sign here? Ah, Willkommen to Rhineland and Palatinate. I mean, they carry tasers around. Well, some British police officers carry tasers around. Some carry tasers. They all carry like a little stick to beat you to death with. And some of them also carry hats, but those hats, you don't always see police officers wearing hats. Most of the time when you're wandering around and you see a police officer, they're usually a community support officer, which don't actually have any power whatsoever, and it's the equivalent of like a prefect at school. That's all they do. No, they can't tell. You can't. It's like, you know, like a prefect can't give you a detention, but they can go, please get out of the hallway, or else I'll tell the dinner lady myself. That's what a community support officer is that they can't actually do anything. They're legally not allowed to arrest you. They might be able to put you under citizen's arrest. I don't know. But for the most part, they're just there to pretend to be police officers. They probably like have some impact on the world, on the UK, but I don't really know what that impact is. So I learned that so many stabbings? Yes. It's because they have 16 community support officers for every police officer they have. I think the solution to the stabbing problem is just to give the police bigger knives than the stabbers. People are like, oh yeah, we should give them guns. No, just give them a bigger sword, like a bigger knife or a sword. Give them like a sword and a shield, or like a buckler. If I was walking around like the town and I saw a police officer holding a broadsword or a claymore, a bastard sword, a Zweihander, like, I would be terrified. You know, it wasn't until relatively recently that I looked at the word Zweihander and I went, that just means two-hander. It never occurred to me that Zwei is two in German and it's hand, so it's just a two-handed sword. That's all that Zweihander means. I thought that was like some special German word, and then I looked at it and I was like, no, it's just two-hander. I should have pulled over there to rest. Arm them with fucking lightsabers. Salty lightsabers don't exist, so we have to give them like actual swords, like a scimitar. Give them like a katana. Not one of those straight-bladed katanas that you see. Give them like an executioner's sword. But no, just think about how much more fun the UK would be if they all had like, if the police had swords and shields. Technically that seems to exist. Is that the one that's just like a stream of fire though? Yeah, give them an air-to-surface guided knife. Yeah, give them that Hellfire missile that's just got blades that extend out of it. It's not officers who get assaulted. How would that help? Well, if suddenly out of nowhere there's a threat that the officer is going to come at you with a broadsword, you might be a little bit less inclined to go around stabbing random people. Yeah, right. Police have shields and clubs, so they're halfway there. Just like give them a Roman short sword instead of a club. Give them a pilam. Is that what it's called, or a pilaf? Pilaf might actually be the name of the pig creature in Dragon Ball. I don't know. But anyway, you know, give them things like that. But yeah, you know, do we have a lightsaber that is concentrated light that's being focused through a crystal? No, that doesn't. The weird the fire thing that he created doesn't count. Yeah, 20mm anti-air cannons. You never know. You never know. The gangers of London might take control of an Apache gunship. Making like a Dead Rising, yeah. Has anyone tried that? Has anyone tried making a lightsaber out of some gems and a flashlight? So I try to play through all of Dead Rising. The first one. I've played through Dead Rising 2 recently. I could do it again, though. Dead Rising... I played... Well, yeah, no, me and my friend played all the way through Dead Rising off the record, I think. And then, like, the next... We finished that, and the next time we played... We went online, my friend was like, do you want to actually just play through the first Dead Rising 2? And I was like, yeah, alright. I could play through Dead Rising 2, like, as many times as I want. It's such a great game. Let's pull into here to rest. I've never beaten Dead Rising 1. Okay. Engine off. And then rest. For criminal steals the plane, how are you supposed to shoot it down without proper equipment? Exactly. I say we arm the police with Starstreak missiles. Give the police stingers and Starstreaks. Yeah, Dead Rising is the game with Frank West. That's set in like a mall. There we go. Give him nukes. just give him a Trident missile submarine. Take him down. Dead Rising 1's the one that has Frank West. Dead Rising 2 is the one that's set in Las Vegas, and you're playing as Chuck Green. Well, if it isn't little Chucky Green. And then... Dead Rising 2 off the record is Frank West again. And then I don't know anything further than that. I don't care about anything that came after that. Dead Rising 2, I think Dead Rising 2, off the record is like just a cool little bonus thing. The ending's stupid, but off the record's a cool little bonus thing, but in my eyes, there's only 2 Dead Rising games, and that's Dead Rising 1 and 2. I will allow and accept Dead Rising Case 0 and Case West. Make it like a star knife and put the police in the middle and make it spin. If you get stabbed, yeah, if you get stabbed, wait, if you stab, you get nuked in the head. Just give them like those, you don't need to give them full-size nukes. Give them that thing that the, what's it called, the US military developed. It was like a nuclear artillery piece. I can't remember what it's called. Davy Crockett. Give him that. Give him the Davy Crockett. Good night, Salty. You've posted shit in my DM again. I will. I'll look at it at some point, probably. The microwave crowd control guns that cause unbearable pain without damage. Nah, there's nothing. It's not quite the same as a nuclear artillery piece, is it though? Like, that sounds like magic to me, what you're describing. And I don't think that in this day and age people would be scared of magic, because you can beam them with microwaves and like heat them up or whatever. And people will go, that's scary. I won't amass here. But it's very easy for people to look at that from afar and not be afraid of it. And especially if it gets recorded. But if there is a group of protesters and the police roll out like what is effectively like a 155mm nuclear artillery shell and vaporize all the rioters, that sends a message, you know. That sends a much bigger message than just getting them to disperse by making them hurt from afar. We have to use the nuclear deterrent on protesters. Rioters. Peaceful protesting is fine. As soon as anything gets broken, though, we're rolling out the Davy Crockett. If they flip like a single car, that's it. we're wheeling it out at all times. It's ready. It's on standby. We do not care about what's the word? The unnecessary damage. We don't care about collateral damage. That's the word. Yeah, it's in the street. No, it doesn't say that. It's not a war crime. We're not committing war crimes. We're not committing war crimes because there's no war. We're just committing crimes, but crimes are set by the state. And so nothing comes of it. And if it's like a case where, oh, well, the UN's like, people get annoyed at you, it's like a big whoop, what are they gonna do? Sanction me? Ooh, real free. I'm real scared of the sanctioning. Yeah, we're just stopping it's riot control. And it's like, if like we as the country set what is and isn't a crime. And so if we just say nuking protesters isn't a crime, or rioters isn't a crime, well then there we go. It's not a crime. They made that law that they authorized to attack The Hague if any US soldiers get interred there. Is that actually a thing? The US can declare war on The Hague? Halo, you might be right, but I stand by a definition. The way of thinking is that if I can get tricked into believing what I'm doing isn't a crime because you've named it incorrectly, that's on you, and I should go free. War crime is false advertising. And I'm also committing it against my own people, so I don't really see where the problem is. They elected me as an official, and I'm promising what I said. I said if I get elected as an official, I will stop riots from happening and occurring on our streets. I will make our streets feel safe again because of all the rampant riots. And everyone cheered and voted for me. They never asked how I was going to achieve that. I just happened to roll out the Davy Crockett. This authorization led to the act being colloquially nicknamed the Hague Invasion Act, as the act allows the president to order US military action, such as the invasion of the Netherlands, where the Hague is located, to protect American officials and military personnel. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Military personnel from prosecution or rescue from custody. I would love to see America. I'd love to see an American war criminal get interred at The Hague, and then have the US Army use its full might to try and invade the Netherlands. I know they wouldn't use their full might, but I'd like to see them do that. Not because I think that they would get crushed. I think they would have a good chance of winning. I just think it would be, you know, interesting to see what the world would do if America tried that. Who are we kidding? No one would care. No one would care. People would go, that's not very nice of you, America, and everyone would move on. I know what the world is like. I know how quickly people forget things. No one would care. Wait, I don't need to go up there. I thought this was a different type of road. Yeah, da 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 da. Da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 da. Does anyone see the Did anyone see Parasynical's latest video on the Half-Life 3? I can't remember what it's called. Entropy Zero. Half-Life 2 Entropy Zero. It might just be called Half-Life Entropy Zero, I can't remember. I've got nothing to say on the video. It was a Parasynical video, so it's generally well produced. But the at the beginning of it, he had a montage of an animated montage that was probably done in SFM, made by whatever team did that, and it had a song over it, and it's currently muted, or at least as the last time I checked it was muted, because he was in talks to get the rights to use the song, but then like partway through, it's a Sony song, or the rights are partly owned by Sony, or Sony owns the rights to it, and so he was in talks to get the rights to use that song, and during those talks they agreed on a price. He agreed on the price, and the price for the song, getting the rights to use a song in a YouTube video is very, very expensive. Like, the song that he used, the first sort of quote he was given for how much it would cost to use it, I think was $32,000 for a song that is 5 minutes long. Actually, I think it's less than 5 minutes in a 4-hour long video. It might be 4 or 2 hour long video. I can't remember how long the video is. Anyway, it's one song, 5 minutes in a video that's like between 2 and 4 hours long. It was $32,000, which is just insane how much it is. How much it costs to get like actual licensed music. According to the story that he was saying, he did manage to negotiate it down to $14,000. You know, only $14,000. But the Sony exec that they were talking to about paying that money, just like partway through negotiations, just went, well, it's Christmas and I've got my Christmas break, so see you in the new year, and just left before they could really do anything about it. And so he uploaded the video. He risked uploading the video. To which Sony then immediately copyrighted the entire video. So all the money from that video went to Sony. So he had to mute it, so that stopped happening. And so he's still presumably gonna have. Not only did Sony, you know, get all the money from the first like 24 hours of that video going out, which is usually the most profitable. I assume that's the most profitable time for a video. Sony got all the money from that, and they're gonna still probably ask for the $14,000 to actually license the song for future use in that video. It's less than a cent per view, peanuts. It's still a lot of money though. Don't get me wrong. Like, based on what Paro was saying, he can take that amount of money is doable for him. He was saying that he was fine. He didn't want to pay $32,000, but £14,000 or dollars. No, it was pounds. It wasn't dollars. It was pounds. It was £32,000 or £14,000, or what he got it moved down to. I just think that either way, that's still stupidly expensive for less than 5 minutes of a song in one video. But yeah, like Paris saying, he's a big channel. He gets a lot of money through what he does. Like, he is by no means like struggling for money, and he admits that he was gonna take that. He'd be like, yeah, I'll pay $14,000 for it. He wasn't he was obviously, he is annoyed that he has to pay for that kind of thing. I would be as well, simply because it is still a lot of money, and that there's not really a way for people on the internet, for content creators, to get mainstream music, or just music in general, really. Getting music and getting the ability to use music and getting stock music, not music, images, buying the rights to anything online to use is very, very, very expensive and rather annoying to try, which is why most people just flaunt the copyright system and just go, fuck it, I'll just do whatever I want. What do I use in YouTube videos? I don't use any I don't use any stock music in my YouTube videos. Actually, no, that's a lie. So when I say it's difficult, it's not. It's easy to find things. So there is stock music you can get relatively cheap. Stock music, stock music, as opposed to actual songs. I should specify. So stock music is relatively easy to come by, because that has actually kind of caught up. So there's Epidemic Sound and Monster Cat, and there'll be other ones as well, but Epidemic Sound is the one that I use. So whenever you hear music, like in my stream, for instance, if I choose to put music on, generally that's Epidemic Sound, which is relatively cheap. It's like £15 a month to use something like that. I don't use it that much because I don't really like stock music, because it's stock music. It's very generic because it's meant to be. And so I'm not a huge fan of using it, but it's nice to have if I need it for anything. And I also get a sound effect library of that. Stock images, on the other hand, that's horrible. Trying to get stock images online is just awful, because you'll be like one image. You'll go on a stock. You'll want a specific image, and so you'll go looking for that specific image. You want like man in shed, and so you'll be like, okay, I know what the type of image I want. Unfortunately, the only image you want is like from Shutterstock or like Adobe stock photos or whatever, and you only want that one picture, because why would you need anything else? You're going there for that one image, and it's like, oh yeah, this one image is gonna cost you like 50 quid to use this one image. Like, yeah, you might get rights, you might get permanent rights for it, so it's 50 quid, and you can use that image as many times as you want, wherever you want, however you want. You own the full rights to use that image, but it's still like a 50 quid down payment straight away. Some things like Shutterstock, I think, and other stock image brokers, they do offer like a subscription service, but it's not like, so with Epidemic Sound, for instance, if I pay £15 and I get full access to everything on their website for an entire month, I can download as many songs as I want and use as many sound effects as I want every month. There is no limit to what I can use off of their website for my subscription to Epidemic Sound. Shutterstock, you may pay £20 a month and you get 12 images. And if you want any more, you have to pay. Does it want me to go through here? Oh yeah, it does. I thought there was a barrier in the way. You pay like however much. I don't know how much it is. I've looked into it because I do like using stock photos for things in what I do. So I've looked into it. I don't want to. A lot of people just kind of use stock images and don't pay for them, but I don't want to risk it. I don't really know what the repercussions are for it. So I just look up. I have websites that have free stock images on them where you just go on and be like, I need this, and you see if you can find it. But it's very not specific, and it's pretty difficult to find. What's going on here? Can you speed up? But yeah, that's why a lot of it's actually why a fair amount of YouTubers use gaming music in their videos. It's because music in general can be pretty difficult to come by. But also gaming music is like, it's already been made for you. No one's gonna come after you for it, and it's just easy usually. And you can just go on YouTube and type in, or just go into a YouTube downloader and just download video game soundtracks off the internet. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da. Oop, 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 oop. I nudged the mouse. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun, da-ba-da-da-da. I don't know why I've got the Entertainer stuck in my head. Sorry. I was looking at my the steering wheel. Don't go back too far because there'll be someone there. Someone just despawned there. That was like a skinwalker that just despawned. Oh, they're ramming into each other. There's definitely, they're not meant to be here. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to see what was going on in third person. Yeah, those trucks are not meant to be driving down here, I don't think. Oh wait, maybe they are. Wait, hold on, where's the end? Where's the truck on? Okay. They're just despawn. Oh, okay. It's because they haven't got. They can't go onto the. They can't get onto the ferry because you need to go on the ferry, and they'd get in the way if they did that. And so to make the port seem a little bit more lively, they do actually have trucks drive down there, but then they obviously just have to get there and despawn because they can't fill up the ferry. There we go. Where's the... Where is it? Oh, I've driven over it. There we go. To Dover. To be fair, with that being said, on stock images though, as much as I hate them being really expensive, it does lead to a little bit more creativity if you need to use if you need like a stock image for whatever reason. Having well, there we go. Having to use license-free Creative Commons images does lead to a little bit more creativity in what you do. But it is much more time consuming. It's much more time consuming to have to go to different free stock image websites to try and find like a single image that's even close to what you want. Because you know that the moment that you type it into Google, you're like, I want man in shed. You're going to get the perfect image the moment that you search that, but it's going to be copyrighted. Like I say though, the number of people that make videos and just don't worry about it, I don't know how they get away with it. I assume it's because there's just no way of checking. There's just no way for there's no way for stock image companies to check, and so they just don't. And they're probably it's probably not really worth their time to go after people for it. There we go. Da, 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 da. Howdy. What? You were going? Is it this game? I think. Well, I'm pretty certain it's this. That occasionally the traffic lights don't work. It might be not something that ever actually happened, and I was just confused when I looked at it, when I saw it happen. But I'm pretty certain in this game, sometimes traffic lights don't work. Like, you get there and they're flashing, and you've just got to kind of hope that you don't get smacked in the side as you go through. Okay. Slow it down. Come on. There we go. Oh, sorry. I'm crash into you. As varying. I'm get my water bottle. There we go. Oh, it's wet. I don't want to put it on there. Let's put it here. There we go. It's been quite an odyssey. I mean, I don't know many words to like synonyms for journey. I know journey and odyssey. I mean, Exodus might work, but that doesn't really. It's not that much of a. It doesn't work that well. I mean, it's been quite a journey that I've taken from. I think I was in North Macedonia. We're technically almost finished. I've still got quite a ways to go. I've got to go through the Irish Sea, or over the Irish Sea. So that should take a significant chunk of the distance down. Wait, am I going to... Where am I going? Am I going to Ireland? Not Ireland. Am I going through Wales, or am I going to... Yes, okay. I'm going to go up to Holyhead. Is there any way that's quicker? I could go down here to Fishguard, then go through Wexford. Would that be faster? No. It would, in fact, not be faster. Okay, well, we're gonna continue on the route up to the north of Wales. Come on. I don't have anything to eat on my desk today. I've got to rely on my water. Oop. Ooh. I wonder what would happen if I had a stroke on Twitch. Just like I'm live here and one day I just have a stroke. Because no one knows where I live. And there'd be no way for, like, you just have to sit there and watch as I, like, die. You wouldn't have to watch. You could just turn it off and just pretend like you can't see it. Stroking's banned. Not that kind. Unless Twitch are gonna come after me because I have a stroke. I die on Twitch and they ban my account. Because like, the thing is, you'd probably see it happening. Like, you'd see it before I realised, because there's the whole, like, face... It's the face... I forgot what the A stands for. Face, arms, speech, and time. So, like, you'd see my face start to droop, and you'd probably begin to realise it. You probably wouldn't realise the speech part, because I probably already speak like I'm having a stroke. But you'd definitely notice the face, and you possibly would notice the arms, but that'd be because I'd stopped playing. The punishment for dying is death. That's how it was historically. Historically, when Britain, and I assume other countries, when Britain had the death penalty, if you A, the death penalty, and B, it was much more heavily governed by religion. If you were gonna off yourself and you failed to, you would then get sentenced to death because holding down J on in your real world was a punishable offense. I don't know why. I don't know why that I don't know why killing yourself was punishable by death. But to be fair, as far as Christianity is concerned, that's probably for the best, because killing yourself in Christianity is a no-no. You can't do that. That's a sin. You can't kill yourself to get to Christ quicker. So if you fail and then get sentenced to death, well then at that point you're just dead. Someone else has killed you, which means that, yeah, you may have committed the sin of trying to off yourself, but you didn't do that. As long as you weren't doing it with the intent to see God earlier, then presumably there wouldn't your sins would be forgiven. I mean, they might torture you on the way, but if your goal is to, you know, exit game, as it were, then yeah, I feel like it's probably you'd still achieve the goal. So I've got an OnlyFans, it is. So when I inevitably have a stroke, I can do it on OnlyFans. And we need fuel in a minute. I need it now, but in a minute is when it's going to start yelling at me. I think what I should do is, you know, nowadays on the internet, like, I'm terrified that if ever the channel like takes off, yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared that, you know, one day I'm gonna have to, like, someone's gonna make false accusations about me. You know, it's obviously the likelihood of it happening is not that high for everything along the way, but it's always a fear that people are going to start making fake accusations. And so I was in the shower the other day and I was like, what if prior to like getting bigger on the internet, what if prior to be like taking off, I do just start releasing like nudes on OnlyFans? Because then if someone ever is like, yeah, here's a nude, this guy sent nudes to me, I can then go, actually no, that's photoshopped, my penis isn't that big, look, you can check it out on my OnlyFans. That was my expert plan. Why do they want trucks to stay on the outside lane? Whatever. You know, like I say, a lot of things have to change. A lot of things have to go one way or the other for that to happen. But you know, it could happen. You never. The world is a place full of chaos and turmoil, and you never know how the world's gonna go. Tilbury Barking. I've never heard those places. Tilbury Barking. Excel. I didn't know Excel was a place. Don't mind me, just accelerating faster than a normal car. Oh, no. Oh, what? Oh, my. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my trouser leg got caught in the accelerator, and I couldn't move my leg. And I didn't know what was going on. I got confused. Oh, piss. There's no cameras here. You can't get me for that. Oh, I need to get fuel, don't I? I've been forgetting. Oh wait, no, I just haven't gone past anyone, I don't think. Yeah, no, I haven't. Not for a while. Oh, there isn't going to be anything for a while. Do I have to... Hold on. Am I going to have to take a detour? Ooh, how far is it to there? That's what I want to know. Next checkpoint in 97 kilometers. Okay. How much fuel do I have left? How do I check? Does it say on the dashboard anywhere? I don't know. Here? Nope, no messages, no chat. That's a screenshot. Okay, that's not what I wanted to press. Alright. Shall I try and risk it to get there? I could turn off. I could continue on instead of turning off just up ahead to get fuel, or I'm gonna risk it. I got plenty of fuel, it's fine. I got plenty. I got more than enough to get there. Trust me. I'm an expert predictor. There we go. I don't know, it's not even, it hasn't come up with the warning yet either. Usually that's when you have to start worrying. I'm currently in the middle of both lanes. Hope that's my traffic light in front, because I was not looking. I was not looking at the ones to the side of me. Nice peaceful roads these are. It's not like, well, it is currently 4 in the morning, so that probably explains some of the peacefulness. Even then, I imagine the London Ring Road is not, even at 4 in the morning, probably can't be that peaceful. That sounds like a great time of the day to drive. Like, it is a time of the day that I never experience, because I always wake up at, you know, between 10 and 12. But just like 4 in the morning, 4, 5, maybe like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I'm usually going to bed at 3, so it's probably not. I can look out the window and see that it's dark. But as it's starting to get light in the day, as it's starting to get light, but not so light that the day is starting and people are around. Just that it's early in the morning. The roads are actually, I suppose, even when it's dark, driving around at like 3 in the morning would probably be great. You might get some weird looks, and the police might get called on you because you're driving around at 3 in the morning. But still, it sounds like it'd be a nice time of the day to drive. Because the only people who would be around are truck drivers. Sorry if you go to bed at 3, it's mostly a headache. I mean, I do get headaches from going to bed at 3. I don't intend to go to bed at 3. That only that happens on days when I'm playing with my friends at night. And we are just like we get carried away. We're like playing Euro Truck, or I think we did it the other day playing Battle Bit. Often what will happen a number of times is it'll get to like 1, maybe half 1 in the morning, and my friend will be like, all right, we should probably start, you know, we'll probably head off about now. And then we'll sit and talk for another hour and a half, and it'll wake up, and it'll be 3 in the morning. And it'll be like, it'll begin to wind down, and my friend will bring something else up. It's 3 in the morning, he'll bring something up, and it's like, can I go to bed, please? I was just like really tired, and I'm like, can I go to bed? I don't use, so 2 o'clock is like is between 1 and 2 is like the usual. 3 if we get distracted. Very, very, very rarely 4. I usually go to bed on my own. I'm usually going to bed at like 2. You just catch a flight. See, I'm just doing it because I just do. I don't have to. I have no reason to stay up until 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning. I don't have to wake up. I don't work nights. I don't do it like that. I just do because I'm an idiot and I refuse to learn. I need to go over here. I don't know why I indicate. It doesn't really change anything. There we go. Yeah, I'm very, very fast. Too fast. Do I want to rest? I think I will. I think I will rest here. Can I think I can. No, don't break in the middle of this road. We'll do it here. There we go. Just fucking turn the engine off. Rest now. Come on. I mean, whenever I go to bed at like 3 in the morning, I do generally wake up feeling like Satan. Well, Satan after having fought God, not Satan like now. I imagine Satan right now probably feels pretty good. But like Satan post-war, post like heaven war, I would imagine that he felt pretty bad then. And like because they're the days when I wake up at like 1 in the afternoon by accident. And I'm like, oh great, I've just, especially during the winter. During the winter it's even worse because you wake up at like 1 in the afternoon and it's like, oh, I've only got 2 hours of sunlight before I you know, it becomes dark and I can't do anything. But no, you can't do anything, but you know, just when it begins to get dark outside, you just, I feel like you begin to shut down a little bit more. you begin to become a little bit more lethargic when it's like when it goes dark. And with it doing that earlier on, it's like, oh, it's 4 o'clock and I'm already just like, all right, it's time to go to bed. I'm just tired now. All right. Oops. Hi. Sorry, I just. Sorry, I got an. Stop that. Sorry. I just shift tabbed to see what was going to check something, and a YouTube video started playing. Hi Katie, how's it going? It's me. I'm a breadcaster. Unless you're a breadcaster, unless you're saying you're here and you're the breadcaster. Anyway, it doesn't matter. How's it going? Now this is happening in the words of my favorite friend Sonic the Hedgehog. From a game, I don't know which game Sonic says that, but in one of the Sonic games he says that. Maybe. I don't actually know. You don't know yet your tea is brewing, you just got up. Make sure to make sure to brew it well. I don't know what I was trying to get out of that sentence, I'll be honest. I feel like I've just got up and I've been up for the past 6 hours. I think. Wait, how long have I been streaming for? It's 3 o'clock. I woke up. Yeah, I've been awake for like 3, 6, 7 hours. I felt I woke up tired. And I slept for like 8 hours. I have lost 6,000 euros just driving today on this. Like, I've lost it through fines. I lost a rather decent chunk filling my tank up just now. But I've gotten a lot of fines. I think I must have gone yeah, it would have been over like 6,000 euros today. Maybe a little bit more than that. Still not doing Truckers MP? No. But the thing is, I don't like. I mean, I do like Truckers MP, but I like there being things on the road, and Truckers MP doesn't have things on the road. Like you do in a few places, if you like towards the Channel and in the in like Western Europe, you see a fair few trucks around. But as you go deeper into Europe, there's nothing around. It's just it's just pretty empty. And I like there being trucks, like cars and things on the road. And I also would feel bad because I'm currently driving like a lunatic, and I have been for a long time. I've not been paying much attention to the road, and I swerve across all the lanes simultaneously. And I'd feel bad doing that on Truckers MP. Yeah, well, something that is something you could say is like that other thing. You know, if I have 2 bricks, I can say this brick is like a brick. And I wouldn't be lying. It would just be a weird way of putting it. You can I'm grammatical. Maybe I should put lunatic in my bio. I think when I think of lunatic though, I think of like the little the guys that run around in Borderlands, and I don't really act like one of those. I don't know what I don't know what they're called, but oh, it's like the skinnier guys that generally use melee weapons in Borderlands. I think there might be one on the cover of one of the Borderlands games. It's like that mask. That's what I imagine when I imagine a lunatic. And as much as I think that in an apocalyptic situation I would devolve into that, currently I am not that. I think in an apocalyptic situation, I would definitely devolve to running around on all fours, holding a meat cleaver in one hand. I would definitely become that. You would hear me in the night scuttling around and grunting and groaning. You would never, it'd be like in the middle of the woods, and you'd look around. You'd look around, you'd hear a twig snap, and you'd look around, and you'd just hear me, like, heavily breathing. A cleaver is probably too heavy for me, maybe a walking stick. Cleavers aren't that big. They're pretty small. They're only like that big, aren't they? A walking stick would be much heavier. I don't know what you're thinking of for it to be a cleaver, unless you're thinking of a scimitar. A scimitar, as some might say incorrectly. Or a machete. That's a different weapon. I don't think scimitar and machete is the same thing. Or maybe you're thinking of a claymore. I'm definitely too weak to wield a sword. But if I go crazy, if I turn into a lunatic because the apocalypse happens and the UK becomes a wasteland, I think that at that point the lunacy will take over. And I will be able to wield anything. Because, like, you know how you have that adrenaline hit? It's the adrenaline hit that happens when you're in danger. It's like it happens to parents. Like a man would be able to, like, lift a car up over his head if like his daughter was trapped underneath it. Yeah, it'd be like that, but all the time, because you're in like an apocalyptic scenario. And so I would be able to like wield anything because of the sheer amount of adrenaline that would be pumping through my veins at all times. You know what's even worse about the fact that I look over at chat and still crash in this game is that I have chat next to OBS where I can see exactly what I'm doing. So there's no reason for me to, like, if I look at chat, I can then read something and then immediately look at the broadcast feed and try and play the game at least a little bit through that. Yeah, I still don't, and I still fail and crash when I'm not looking. The only way for me to not know what's going on is for me to stare straight at chat, which I don't do very often. When I'm reading, I do, but once I've finished reading it and I start thinking, I look anywhere else. Usually because chat, you know, as I'm formulating a response, be that in my head or be that out loud, I get very easily distracted by seeing other things in chat, and so I have to just ignore it while I make my point sometimes. I'm very impressed at how long this journey has taken me. Like, journeys in this game get this isn't even the longest that the journeys can get. Journeys can get much long. Well, this is not base game. This isn't base game, so the journeys aren't going to get longer, sorry. I don't know how long they really get in, but I think you can get cross Europe trips in the base game. But like, I can't really remember having a trip like this. This trip is probably, once I get there, going to have taken me over 3 hours of of real time. In-game time is much longer, obviously, because it's from North Macedonia to Ireland. But like, the fact that you could get an in-game journey, you could get a journey that in-game would take you like 6 hours. I think that might be possible. Yeah, because you could probably, in theory, get a journey that would take you from like Reykjavik all the way down to Istanbul. And if you, oops, wrong one. If you had like the other mods, the expansions to the mod installed, then you might be able to have one that takes you even deeper into, like, up to Kazakhstan. Although I don't actually know how you get to Kazakhstan, because there's no, like, it just skips an entire country. And so I have no idea how you're meant to get there. I know how you can have Georgia. You can get to Georgia. I know how you get there because you can get the boat from, like, Turkey or Turkey. But I have no idea how you're meant to get to Kazakhstan if you've got that installed, because there's no boat to it. It's just there. I suppose you just have to set a marker and see what the game does. I'd like to hope that it's just one road that spans several countries, that you've just got to hope that you've got enough fuel to get there. And if you haven't, well, it sucks, doesn't it? My cat's been sat on my bed for this stream. I find it funny when you see cats just, like, sat in the middle of, like, a featureless space. So she's currently, the bed sheets are pulled back. It's just the mattress cover that's there at the moment. I can't remember what it's called. Not the duvet. I can't remember what it's. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's just that. It's red and she's black, and so she stands out loads on it. And it's just like she's just sat in the middle of it. She's currently kind of extended. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was 39% trailer damage in fucking one. I'm gonna get no money for this. Oh, never mind. It's just the trailer that's damaged. The goods are only 1% damaged. It's fine. I don't own the trailer, so it's not my problem. I was too busy looking at my cat. Tiffin. When I said that I was looking at her, she extended her paw and clawed the bed a little bit. She didn't look at me. It was just like that warning, like, I know you're looking at me. It was a warning to stop me from coming over there and being annoying to her. Because you can't help it. You can't own a cat and not be annoying to it. You just go over to her and start, like, pulling on her ears and things. And it's like, you know, I know that she isn't going to like it if I touch her paws, but I can't help it. Although she starts purring when she sees me, so I know she doesn't hate me that much. Oh, into Wales. Not got that far to go now. Gotta go all the way across Wales. Across the... I think it's the Irish Sea. I think that's the little bit in between England and Ireland. Or Wales and Ireland. No, it's also England, so it's like north of England. And Scotland, actually. And then all the way through Ireland, and then we're finally there. And I've gone, there's this epic journey rivaling that of the search for the One Piece will be concluded. And all the money that I have gained will be immediately spent to repair my truck. Sit. Just how I'm sitting a little bit. There we go. I almost played Left 4 Dead 2 today. I don't know why. During that, like, 10-minute span before the stream where I hadn't decided what to... Well, it was much longer than 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is, like, around the time that I started to panic because I didn't know what I was doing. One of the games that I almost considered playing was Left 4 Dead 2. I've also considered playing Terraria, but that was less so. Left 4 Dead 2 was just because it's a game that I can very easily play and just kind of run through. But that's part of the reason why I didn't want to play it, is because I've played a lot of it, and so I'm not I'm not an expert at Left 4 Dead 2. I've never played on the 2 higher difficulties because I don't really care too much about forcing myself to play high difficulties. I thought it would just be funny to play it and not really talk about the fact that I've heavily modded it and that it looks, and that there's a lot of just random stuff in it. But then I was also like, I've played it a lot. I've played it a lot, and while I do play it with my friends still, I think the fact that I would just be kind of running through it, because I know that Left 4 Dead 2 is a game that if you take too long doing something in it, the game gets harder. It's a game that wants you to... It wants you to feel like you have to stand still, fight the horde, and then move on to the next place. But if you do that, the longer you take, the harder it's going to get, because it's just going to start sending more waves at you. And so if you, at least from my experience, if you just kind of run through it, if you just don't really stop, if you just keep going, then the number of zombies don't send them after you as much. Like, it still does, because the game is still scripted to. But you never feel like you're being bogged down by too many zombies. I need to go in this lane. Here we go. And you can just you just keep sprinting through it, and you never get caught anywhere. It's also just the fact that, you know, once you start hiding in those sort of games, that's when things start to go wrong. There we go. You kind of let all those problems build up, and it just gets worse and worse until you've got like 6 chargers and a spitter and 300 common infected on top of you. But yeah, that's why I didn't want to. That's why I wasn't too sure if I was going to play it, because it'd just be me running through it. I've done I haven't played all of them like hundreds of times, but I've done them all enough to know where I'm going in all of them as well. Maybe I will one day though, just as something to do. Just to be like, hey, look at those mods that I've got. Let's hope that I haven't got any dodgy mods installed, because sometimes I just find them installed and I'm like, where did I install this? Sometimes you're just walking around and you just see some random just horrible porno image, and it's like, why have I got this? I thought I uninstalled all these. And it's like, well, evidently I didn't. I think not the last time I played, but I think the time before then I did a purge to make sure that I haven't got any. I think there still might be 1 or 2. I think there's still a few installed but not activated. The Left 4 Dead 2 modding community is strange, because it's still going. What's impressive about Left 4 Dead 2 mods is that people are still making them. For a game as old as that is, people are still still creating them, but you don't see as many people making full-on like modded expansion and levels. You don't see that as much now. There are a few that are pretty good, pretty well made. There's one called Barcelona, which is pretty cool. I think it's just called Barcelona. And there's a couple other ones that me and my friend have played. So, but you don't see the people doing that too often now. But what you do see a lot of, you also see a lot of old memes. You see a lot of people making mods for Left 4 Dead 2 of old memes even now. However, the majority of it is people making. They'll mod in a gun from a different game. So let's say like it'll be a Call of Duty gun, and it'll be fully modeled and animated, and it'll be a replacement for like the M16 in game or whatever. But then they'll mod the skin of the gun to be like anime related, either anime or VTuber. A lot of them I think might be VTubers. They're either VTubers or like Genshin or Honkai characters. And it won't be like they've changed the model. Like I say, it's just the skin of the gun that they've already modded in. And it'll just be like, oh yeah, they changed the colors to be thematic colors to that character. They maybe put a couple like PNGs of the character on the gun. You don't. That's it. And I don't understand like why there's so many of them. I've been every now and then I look for mods for Left 4 Dead 2 to try and change like the guns to be something fun. There's one that changes, I think, like the submachine gun into a cat. And it's a cat that fires and it meows, I think, as you're firing it. And the way you reload it is you stroke it under the chin. There's one which, fuck off. There's one that changes the magnum into just your hand. So you're just pointing your hand at the zombies and firing them. That's a fun one. Currently I've got my AK-47 is one of those like anime-esque skins, but instead it's Quagmire. I don't know why. I don't know when I got that or why I've got that, but that's what my AK is. It's just like red and black. Red, black, and I think with a little bit of yellow on it. And it's just got pictures of Quagmire's face. And I don't know why. Oh, didn't take this. Oh, there's a... I almost crossed the... almost ran over a lollipop lady. I also have the floppy gun mod that makes the AK all wavy, which is fun. Doesn't change the accuracy, but it does change where the flashlight is pointing, which can make it very difficult when using an AK. I think one of the other shotguns does it as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it would do. I've got it's for the AK and one of the shotguns. It just turns it into it being all bendy. It gives it like jiggle physics. Oh. So if it's dark and you choose the flashlight, you can't see where you're going at all. Right. Slow and steady. There's nowhere to repair here, is there now? Yeah, it's fine. I don't need to. I'll figure it. We'll be alright. We've not got that long left to go. There we go. That's almost the sentence that I wanted. Okay. Do I have to think about where I'm going through here? No, I don't think so. There's a little green arrow on this, so I assume this is where it wants me to go. It's always hard to check those from afar, because sometimes they have barriers on them, and you've got to wait, but other times you'll be driving along at like 300 miles an hour, and the barrier won't be immediately visible that there's a barrier there, and you'll smack into it and just total your car, or truck, depending on which one you're doing. There we go. To, Dublin. Yeah, 84,000 euros. And I'm gonna see like 2 of those by the time I get there. I assume that... Well, I'd like to hope that I don't get in trouble for all the damage that I've done to the trailer, but... That is a strong assumption. Oh, it's not even that far. It's only 4 hours. Well, 4 in-game hours, but that's still not that far. 310 kilometers. Anywhere to repair here? Not that I can't see any. Sorry, I'm stuttering now. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to repair with a trailer on the back. I know I can take the trailer off and put it somewhere else, but I don't want to get the trailer. I don't want to get it stuck somewhere. I don't want to have to try and maneuver the trailer inside the garage, but there isn't one here anyway. There we go. I'm not too sure why Ireland isn't in the base game. I don't think it is. No, it's not. I'm not sure. It seems like the sort of place that should be in the game. As part of the, I say part of the UK, but obviously, the Republic of Ireland isn't part of the UK. I would never suggest such a thing. That'd be blasphemous. I'd never suggest the proud nation of Ireland is part of the UK. Never. Not me. Well, keep it going. You alright, Tiffin? Do I go anywhere? I'm just gonna stay there. You know, I never actually, I didn't actually check to see if, I didn't actually, can I, what's going, oh, hold on. I didn't actually check to make sure that the island parks on this side of the road. Why can I not go, what's going on? Where does it want me to go? Why can I not go through here? And why have these people followed me so now I can't get out? Where does it want me to go? The IRA is coming for me. But I'm not doing it. I've not done anything. I've just said that I don't support the I don't support the UK's claim to Ireland. Not that I don't know how much of a claim it has. Okay, I'm slowly nudging that black car behind me. If I do it slow enough, the game doesn't pick up on it being a crime. Go. Where does it want? Does it want me to go down that one? How does this work? I suppose that there is like that yellow back. There's the thing there saying nothing that's too big, but you know they could have at least made it a little bit more clear for people like me who aren't truck drivers by trade, and also have a severe attention deficit right now. Oh, a toll of €0. It's well cheap. I got a brand new combine harvester. I'll leave you the key. Da 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 da. Ya da dum da da da. Oh, ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oop. Okay, there's not, the damage isn't too bad to my truck. I thought it was more than that. I mean, 26% isn't good, but it's also not as bad. Kabam, when you lost, where you choke on it, you dead. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. I'm smuggling in the British Army. Da 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 da. I feel like you're the person keeping up your local kebab shop. You're always eating from there. Like 90% mystery meat. What? I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to that, Jabo. Unless the M is actually pronounced. I'm not too sure. Unless the J isn't pronounced. I'm reading it, trying to figure out what it is that's being said. Unless it's like, it's a fucking... The B is silent. Which one? Oh, that's a... Oh, okay, that's fine. Still doesn't really help, but you know. Jiao. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of there. That's kind of close to. It sounds almost Chinese. Don't ask where the Chinese came from. In my head, I was thinking of ni hao and how it sounds the same, and then I went Chinese, but I never mentioned that I was thinking of Chinese, and so ultimately all that came out is that it just sounds like I was thinking it was Chinese, and I don't know why. It's not what I intended. Where did that emote come from? I've got a brand new combine harvester and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a new flak jacket. Wait, no, I've got a brand new flak jacket and a pair of kinky boots. Something else that I've already forgotten. I have not got the brain power today to be able to remember an IRA song, even though I already didn't know. I've been working on negative brain power today. Like, I'm effectively running on solar power, and it's dark, so that's how well it's doing. How I'm doing currently. I even had breakfast today, and not too far away from streaming. Play brain power. Wait. I'll see if it helps. Hope I don't crash into anything because I'm not looking. Oh, I crashed. I can feel it vibrating. It's fine. We're all right. I can't see chat currently. Hold on. Let me get. When going onto YouTube, I had to move to click off of it. Go. Okay. Break. Okay. Let me get chat back up. Let me turn brain power up in my head as well. For you. There you go. I'm gonna get taken down by big brain power. By big Noma. Brain power. As long as Noma themselves or whoever owns the song doesn't come in while it's playing, we're fine. Da, da, da. This is exactly how the inside of my head feels right now. Da, 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 da. That's what it's like being in my shoes for like 30 seconds. Not the adrenaline part. That part doesn't. There's no adrenaline pumping through my brain. Boiled biscuits, because you forgot to buy both. I've already forgot. I don't know what you're on about. I've forgotten. As I said, my brain is. I cannot remember anything that's like longer than 15 seconds ago. Oh, okay. So you're American. I see. Because only Americans eat butter and biscuits. I'm on to you, Maya. I'm starting to think you're not actually 96 years old. Da 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 da. Well, if you said intentionally, I know you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be thinking that far ahead. Not in a situation like this. This is a certified O2 classic. I can see this being a very popular O2 song. Or OS. Is there anyone that refers to it as OS and not Osu, apart from the voiceover at the beginning? Well, welcome to OS. And then this just starts playing at full blast. On repeat forever. But yeah, I can definitely see this. Imagine this as an Osu song. You ignore him. This freaking song just keeps going. What would you do if one day I was just sat here and I broke out into this? Just like perfect. Sudden cut-offs and everything. There you go. That's your yearly dose of brain power. Oh, and what's that I hear? Yep, that's the bailiffs. They're coming to take my channel down after I played a copyrighted song. Play Circles by Net. What? I don't even know what that is. Is that the tutorial song? I should have rested at that place. Just went past. Oh, flashbanged. It's a Straight to Come dining? Straight to Come Dancing final the other day. I heard that someone won. Don't know who. Don't care. Honestly, don't even know why I brought it up. I don't know why the theme song came into my head. The tutorial is just Peppy telling you how to play. Why has it got a fucking audio? Have they changed it? Is it? I haven't played a tutorial on that game in a long time. All I know is that it was like, as far as I'm aware, impossible to get above a B because of it being a tutorial where you have to get a, you have to miss one of them. Ah, it's the Gotti. Ha! Gotti. Shut up. Fuck off. Shut your mouth. Don't ever open it again. Don't even think about it. I'm struggling to open my eyes for some reason. I'm not tired. I'm just struggling to have the energy to keep them open. Can you SS the tutorial? Can you put the what's it called? Can you add like the modifiers to it? Da 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 da. I've only ever been able to. I've only been able to get like the perfect score on one song, and it was a song that was like really, really easy. And my friend, it was a song that my friend gave. It was like, hey, use this song because it allows you to get a perfect score really easily. It was still like it was a challenge, but it was an easier challenge. It wasn't very long. It wasn't. I can't remember. It was ages and ages ago. I don't. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't even appear on my record anymore. Da 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 da. Yeah, no, I thought that the tutorial always made you lose out on it, lose out on a score. Then again, I kind of, you know, I did the tutorial like twice. There we go, and I've not had to do it again because I know how to play the game, even if I don't know how to play it very well. I do think I like that the thing tries to. You can kind of I can kind of create like a little portal to behind me by holding this out. Right, there, look. do a little we do a little bit of goat seeing every now and then, you know. Just a bit of goatsy here and there. Bit of goatsy never hurt anyone. Coming soon in the future, you can own a piece of goatsy.com. You can have your email address be @goatsy. You can have your personal website be .goatsy. Oh, really? Thank you. Just what I wanted. I wanted to have goatsy.com. I wanted to have endlessbread.goatsy.com. Yeah, that's definitely what I wanted. Okay. Well, let's I'm gonna have to reverse this a little bit in. Okay. Can I? Yeah, good. Just do that. That'll be fine. Ocean is about to allow to submit scores. Good work. That was good enough. I only lost 5,000. That still made 78,000 euros. Which I would say is very, very good. I made a lot of money. So, long distance bonus, that's fine. Just in time eco driving, no. Let's increase the number of things that I can carry. Wait. Actually, no. Let's increase that so we can get more money from the high value cargo. I don't know what ocean laser is. Let's go. I need to rest. I might need to refuel. I need to repair. I don't need to refuel that. Is this another Osu tournament? Open the map. Is there any? There's a place to repair and go away. Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name's Jacksepticeye, and hello and welcome. I'm playing Poppy Playtime today. Add a whip cracking sound effect. I like to think that Jacksepticeye didn't know that he was going to appear in Poppy Playtime, and the video of him in there is just what he does. He just acts that way, and whoever and the people who made it just recorded him. Just the next step to Osu Laser becoming the new Osu. What is? I don't know what Osu Laser is. Is it a competitor? Da, 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 da. Service recommendation. Yeah, that'll do. Can I change the truck at all? I might as well give it a gander. Da, 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 da. That's it. I don't want that one. That's boring. I want a big truck. I want my truck to be bigger. I want it to have more wheels and be cooler. Everyone knows that the more wheels you have, the better. I changed my mind. Anything? Any engines? I don't know why the engine. I don't know why having a better engine or a different engine makes it worse at normal cargo, but whatever. Gearbox. That's fine, I guess. What if I... No. What if I changed? I've changed something. That's what I've changed. What else have I changed? Oh, this. I think. What? I haven't done it. Why? It's whatever. Don't worry about it. It's just me getting confused. Some of those videos are over a decade old at this point, and it's very spaghetti in terms of code and somewhat unoptimized. Australia is an upgrade. Ah, okay. Oh, I can get myself a nice... I can get a new interior. I think. Yes, that... I can get myself a nice... Ooh. Which is the one that I currently have? I currently have this one. Oh, I can go with this. Oh, that's premium. That is premium. But it is also 35,000 euros. So, no. I'm very greedy. I'm very Scrooge-like with my money. Ooh. Ah. It's the Bhutanese flag. I can rep Bhutan. Got myself an Eddie Stobart. What was that? What's this? Do I want to change it? I quite like the orange colour. I don't know if I want to change. It stands out, you know, the orange does. Oh, but I could metallic it. Oh, that is nice. No, I don't care. I'm not doing that. Fuck off. I'm not changing anything. I'm gonna put a fucking that. No. No, it's fine. I don't need any of this extra stuff. Cancel that. Yes. I don't. My truck is fine as it is. I'm not. It's good enough. I've done that. I need to find somewhere to rest. I think I can rest here. I think it lets me rest. Yeah, it's gonna let me rest here. So then I can... There we go. Okay, reset that, and then... Oh, I've got to change the engine, alright. There we go. Play first circles and now triangles. What's all these fucking... Why is there so many songs that are just named after that? Shapes, that's the word. Don't ask. I don't know why the camera did that. I tabbed out and that's just what happened. What have I got? What have I got? What's this? Oh, I got mentioned from VAD. I got confused. That's that. I'm ignoring. Wait. It is a yes, okay. Alright, that's fine. So I was wondering, I was making sure that VAD didn't at me. Because I know he... For sure, he wouldn't, but I got a note, a ping from there. What was I looking for? I was looking at what triangles is. What is that? Okay, so that's that. I want to find out what circles is. Oh, it's this. Okay, this is the song I would... When I said is it the tutorial song, I was thinking of this song. I forgot what the tutorial song was. The song... Circles is the song I was thinking of. Okay. I think... I know it's early, but I'm going to leave it here because I'm tired and I don't know why. but I did a few hours. I did a bit of trucking. We did a bit of trucking. We got a little bit of money. We're at 20,000 euros. But I would just be forcing myself to continue streaming, and I probably would just end up looking miserable. So I think, when I say I think, I know I'm gonna leave it here. Get something to eat. See if I can go about maybe finishing the next video that's gonna go out. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not sleeping until like 3 in the morning. When I say tired, I mean physically just. I woke up exhausted. It was one of those days, you know what I mean? It's one of those days where I wake up and I just don't want to do anything. But that's it. I'll be depending on how I feel, I should be back tomorrow. I will sleep at some point after this. That is a point. Well, I mean, you know, I might not. You never know. I might just stop. This is from this day onwards. I never sleep again. But no, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll be back. I currently have that image of me as a goblin staring at me because I clicked onto my private Discord with me and my friend, and currently the last thing I sent was that image of me as a goblin, and it's staring at me as I'm trying to talk. But no, that's it. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, presumably. That's it. But take care. Bye bye.